Ha, you know this is gonna be a sit down video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Barbara and I'm a US based Cameroonian YouTuber, and today I'm gonna be sharing with you guys my IUD story. I got an IUD I think 8 weeks after I had the twins, because we were not ready for another baby. You know, I had my second son, and I think 4 months after that I got pregnant with the twins. So that was very intentional. I wanted especially so because I'm the one carrying the pregnancy out, so I wanted to have the kids back to back, but I was really blessed with the twins too. So I was really blessed with the twins, so I decided I want to take a break, because if not for the fact, if I wasn't having twins, I was gonna go back to back. I wasn't gonna take the IUD, but God blessed me with twins, so I decided I want to take a break. I want to give gap. I want to have more kids later, not right now. So I don't want to pop up with pregnancy again, because of course we're gonna be doing the do. So yeah, so I decided I wanted an IUD, and it was really hard for me to decide which one to go for, but my doctor did advise me to go with the Mirena. I think the Mirena is hormonal, and there's another one, I don't know the name. Oh, I think it's Paragat. I think Paragat is non-hormonal. Yes, so prior to taking the Mirena, I was thinking it was gonna cause me to gain weight. So up to this date, I don't know if it's the reason for my weight gain. I can't really put it on that, because some people say, when I read reviews, some people say it will cause, since it's hormonal, it will cause you to gain weight, and others said it really doesn't matter. And to me, at the back of my head, I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's the reason for me gaining weight, but at the same time, like, oh girl, at the same time, I'm convincing myself it can't be the Mirena. I don't exercise, and sometimes I eat junk, or I eat heavy food before bedtime, which can cause you to gain weight. I'm trying to talk. I don't drink sodas, so that's another thing that will cause you to gain weight. I drink plenty of water. For the most part, I eat healthy, except for the fact that I do eat African meal, which is really heavy, but I only eat like mostly once a day. And I incorporate my eating habit with healthy food, salad, fruits, because my husband really loves salad. He loves fruits, so I always grocery shop on those things. So I'm just gonna give you guys an overview. An IUD is an intrauterine device. IUD, okay. Intrauterine, I never knew that. Baby. Intrauterine device is a little T-shaped piece of plastic inserted into the uterus to provide birth control. The 3 types of IUDs that use the hormone progestin include Mirena, Skylar, and Liletta. Skylar is the smallest of the progestin IUDs. So those are the ones that are hormonal. Like I mentioned earlier, Mirena is hormonal. And when I was taking it, I asked my doctor if it was going to cause me to gain weight. She clearly told me no. So I felt comfortable getting it. So I had that put in 8 weeks after I had the twins. So we are in the month of April, and I took that off March. So I took it off in March, like March the 13th, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm getting the date wrong, I'm gonna put it on the screen. So that's when I took it out. The reason I took it out, I had plans taking it out because my twins are gonna turn 2 in June. So I was getting ready to have another baby, but it so happened that I had to go for a pap smear, like an exam. So I went to my doctor's office. So when I lay on the table and she was doing the pap smear, she quickly realized that she can't see the string of my IUD, because with IUD they will leave out a string that you can test it yourself. It's always advisable, if you have an IUD, to always check in, like insert your finger to check it if you feel the string, just to make sure your IUD is still in place. But I never did that. I mean, I never took the time to like test it to check if the string, because sometimes I think I tried it once but I couldn't feel it. I'm like, maybe the string is too small, but people say they feel it. So when she realized that she couldn't find the string, and she kind of looked, she couldn't see it, so she asked me if I've been checking, and I told her no. So after she was done with the Mirena, after she was done with the pap smear, she gave me a referral form to go to do an ultrasound, because they'll have to check in, they'll have to do an ultrasound to check where the IUD has moved to. So she gave me a little lecture. She told me that if the IUD has gone into my uterus, I'll have to come into the operating room because she doesn't have the tool at her office to get it removed. So I went, I think about, so I didn't have the time to go there that same day. I went a couple of days to do the, I went a couple of days for the ultrasound, and me thinking like, okay, this, I started doing research. Immediately I found out that within those 2 days, immediately I found out that the IUD has moved. I started doing research like, can one get pregnant if your IUD moved? At the back of my mind, I was like, yes, let it happen, let it happen. You know, I saw different reviews. People said they got pregnant. But when I went in for the ultrasound, when the lady was doing the ultrasound, I was like, crossing my finger. I'm like, oh, I want her to like even see a baby. You know, I was thinking in the back of my mind, you know, maybe I'm pregnant, maybe I'm pregnant. Can she just see like a sack? Can she just see like a sack? So when I did the ultrasound, I left, and then she had to forward the result. I didn't ask questions, you know. Some of these ultrasound techs, they can be really mean, so I didn't have the time for that. So I didn't want to be asking questions. Or do you see, what do you see, where is it, all those type of questions. And when I left there, I was thinking to myself, I should have asked questions. And my sister was like, you are so dumb, like you should have asked all your questions there. So anyways, so when I got back, I was sitting patiently waiting for a call from my doctor's office, like, okay, what is she gonna take, what is she gonna say after she received the result? Did they find anything? Where is it placed? So she called me, I think after a day, she called me and she told me, okay, Bobby, she told me, Miss Barbara, we have to take you to the operating room and get this removed because it's in your uterus. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. Can I schedule an appointment for this day? She's like, oh no, I only go there like once a month. So I was traveling to Maryland that week for my sister's daughter's birthday, so I missed the first appointment because I couldn't make it. It was a Friday, I couldn't make it there, so I took the next month, which was March. So when I got back, we scheduled an appointment for March. So when I got back on that date, I was still thinking in my head like, okay, it's just a quick appointment, like 5 minutes, because she told me it was gonna be like very quick, 5 minutes. She's taking me to the operating room just for the fact that she doesn't have the tools at her office. I knew I was gonna go there by myself, so a day before the appointment, they called me on the phone just like a reminder. They're like, oh, don't eat anything before midnight, after midnight, in the morning, don't drink anything. They gave me like some rules that I need to follow, and they say make sure you come with someone because you can't drive after. I'm like, what? I didn't know that. I thought I could just pop in myself, and since it's just 5 minutes, because I've been to the operating room for my C-section having the twins, but I've never experienced like a outpatient procedure like that. They call it a procedure, so it's a same day procedure. So I'm like, wow, so I need to bring someone. I didn't tell hubby to like call out or so because the kids were gonna be in school and I was gonna drop off the twins with one of my friends. So I didn't want hubby to like take up work for that, you know, since she told me it was gonna be like 5 minutes. So when she mentioned I need someone to come with me to be able to have the procedure done, if not, they can't do it because they're gonna put me to sleep. I didn't know they were gonna put me to sleep. So anyways, I quickly told hubby and we made plans. So he called off. So the following day we left. I followed the instruction, went there, and it was more serious than I thought. We got there. That was when the corona was still like, they had not put us on quarantine yet. So we got there, got in the waiting room. I checked in, hubby dropped me, I went in there, and then he came and met me at the reception. After I signed in, they asked a bunch of questions, you know, and I was not supposed to lotion my skin. That's also one thing I wasn't supposed to do. I was supposed to lotion my skin, don't use any. If there was something I need to use, maybe powder, baby powder, something like that. So but I followed the rules. I didn't even use anything. I just showered, no lotion. So when we got there, they called us in. We went there, and the nurse came in, took my pressure, my weight and everything, took me into a room. So hubby was there, and they gave me like a gown. They gave me some things I'm gonna share. I think I took like a little Snapchat video to send to my sisters in the house: Karen, Tata, Jackie, Telmer. I just took the first medication, Pepsi or whatever it's called. It's not easy. I'm about to be on that drip, And I have a heated blanket here. I have to change socks, gown, and they gave me some cleaning supplies. I have to go clean myself up really good. And I have to clean my nose strings with this one. So it is serious, more serious than I thought. Like, I'm not gonna put that anymore. I'm gonna do something different, maybe a patch on the hand. Yeah, so let me go ahead and do that. So they gave me something to put in my nose for infection, you know. Man, that thing was looking like bloody. It was looking like it was brown and it was liquid. So see they put on my nose. I had to like put it in my nose, and they gave me like wipes to wipe all my skin down. They give you instructions on how to use the wipes. This one, wipe number 1, wipe this part, your back, your this. The last one, you know, wipe your butt, stuff like that. So I went into the bathroom, I did all that, you know. That's not something I really wanted to vlog, but you know, I just decided to share this story with you guys, since I'm coming to you guys that I want to, you know, I'm trying for a baby right now. We're ready to have another baby. I'm like, why not? Let me just share this story. It might help someone out there deciding on what kind of contraceptive you want to use. Pills are not for me. I tried that like years back. It was not for me because it usually make me sick, so I couldn't take pills. I preferred like the IUDs. So I got into the bathroom, I did all what I had to do. I came back, so the nurse told me to lay down, and she put like a heated blanket on me. I stayed there for like 30 minutes when the room was ready, and they came, they wheeled me in. When I got in, so I've never been put to sleep. So for the twins, they did like the, is it epidural on your back? But with this, they'll put you to sleep. So when we got into the operating room, I don't remember anything after that. You know, she was just talking to, I remember she was talking to me, how many kids do you have? She was just touching my hand, and then boom, the next thing I realized, I'm up. And I'm like, I saw a nurse talking to me. I'm like, did they do the procedure? Cause that felt good. Like, I just remember sleeping. I don't remember anything. You know, that felt good. I was so surprised, and I called my sister because she's experienced that before. So I was like, wow, that thing is good. Because she said she loved it. She was telling me prior to that she loved being put to sleep. Something I never experienced that. So man, when I tell you guys, she was just rubbing on my hand, asking me. The last thing I remember her asking me was, how many children do I have? You know, and why am I taking this out? You know, I told her because, okay, complications. That's all I remember. And the next thing I woke, I'm like, have they done it? I was questioning the nurse. I'm like, have they done the procedure? She's like, oh yeah, you know. I said, when? How long did it take? And she's like, she looked at her time. She's like, oh, they were there for like 20 minutes, and then you've been out for 10 minutes. So I'm like, wow. I'm like, were you there? She's like, no, another nurse was there. So they wheeled me back into the room.
Feel uninvited. Left home in West LA. I'm not excited. So uninspired. On my way to play the bay while you're alone. This girl's a one.
Meanwhile, hubby was out, just went out for lunch, you know, around the hospital. So he was just out, and they had to like call him when they were done with the procedure. They have this type of system where during registration they sent him an email, registered his phone number, so they will give him updates as the procedure is going. So they're going to give him updates. So when we're done, they texted him, or whichever way they did it. So he came back, and it was done. So I just had to stay there for how long? Maybe 30 minutes to an hour, at least an hour. I stayed there for at least an hour more, just so I can, like, the thing can wear off my body. And I was advised not to drive or don't sign any legal documents, because it will take 24 hours for the thing to get out of my system. So I was advised not to get married, not to sign any legal document, because it's gonna be void. It's gonna be void. I'm not in the right frame of mind. So I was advised not to do those things. But so we drove back home, came back, and I bleeded. so I was just spotting, is it bleeding? So they gave me instructions on how to, like, the aftercare for recovery. So don't have sex. Don't have sex. So yeah, because I was bleeding like pink, the blood was kind of pink, so they said that's fine, that's normal. So I came home and the bleeding was not too much. So yeah, I came home and yeah, my recovered, I'm fine. So that's it. I just wanted to share with you guys my IUD story. So if you're trying to take a get one of those contraceptives, the IUD, make sure you do your research. You know, I think all the IUDs are good. It might work for some people, it might not work for other people. So I was really thinking to myself, what made it to fall out? I was doing research, like why they said it's normal. I really didn't get like a plain answer. I just thought like hubby was banging too much, I don't know. But yeah, yeah, I mean, I had it while it lasted and it was good. It prevented pregnancy. I didn't get pregnant and now it's out for the right time. I just believe everything happens for a reason. This is a time that I wanted it to be out and it's out, and we are now trying for another baby. So yeah, expect a new baby in this family by God's grace. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. We're trusting God that he's gonna bless us if it's his will, you know. I'm not pressed for that. If it's his will, it's gonna happen. If not, I'm grateful for what I already have. Yes, so that's it for this video. If you find it helpful, you find it interesting, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and come back to watch more amazing videos from me and my family. Yes, because this is kind of like a family. It's not a family channel, it's just a mixture of both. Of course, I'm a package, so gotta bring the kids and hubby along sometimes. So yeah, we have great contents coming, so stay tuned. I love you guys so very much for all your love and support. To all my new subscribers, hey, thank you all so much. And the oldie, and to all the old ones, thank you always for coming back to watch my videos. I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Anything I did miss out, you can leave comments, questions, ask your questions in the comment section below, or you can DM me on Instagram. I'll leave my handle right here, so just DM me and ask any question that you have. Yes, bye. Da, 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 da.
Feel